third quarter because we want to have a better defensive disposition and want to make sure that we don't have what happened to us the last couple of games in the third quarter happen. And our guys came out charged up, really played great defense, held them to 10 points in the quarter, which is hard to do in this league, and it was a big factor in the win.
Schroeder had the highlight play with the chase down block and 4 steals, but Frank, you spoke about that before the game, kind of talked about his defense all year. How key did you think that was tonight, and what specifically was he doing that you thought was impactful?
Well, his effort is inspiring, and those types of plays. Kenny has plays like that. Kuz had one tonight that they called for a foul. That's the care factor that we play with here. That's why we're the #1 defense in the league. We make hustle plays in transition like that. That's part of our culture. And, Dennis shows that he's contributing to that.
BT? How you doing, Frank?
Good, BT.
What do you like the most about that third quarter defense of your team?
I just think we were flying around. Our disposition was great. Our communication and talking was really good, and there was just a determination about our group that we weren't going to lose that quarter the way we did the last couple of games. So, I like our determination.
Hey Frank, when you look at the last couple of games for Trez, he really kind of gains momentum in the second half. I'm wondering, without LeBron, does it take more time to kind of find the groove with pick and roll and getting him involved in some of the actions?
Not necessarily. I think he's played bigger minutes in the second half the last couple of games. I think that's the biggest reason why you're seeing that more. But no, I don't think it's something that takes any more time.
Frank, you guys, I think you had 17 threes the other night. Tonight you go 6 for 26. What do you think about the looks and the rate that you made them tonight?
Yeah, we didn't shoot the ball well. Second night of back-to-back, guys had heavier legs. Our spacing was poor in the first half. We did a far better job in the second half, slot cutting and giving the guy with the basketball better space to make better decisions, and the looks got cleaner, but our legs weren't there.
And working?
Frank, working with Dennis this year, is there stuff in his sort of overall demeanor that makes him the kind of guy who embraces challenges? From afar, he seems like someone who's not too hard to kind of let a fire under.
Well, he's an emotional player, and he brings it out on the court, and he's highly competitive, and that's just the way he plays.
To follow up on that really quickly, how important, and that's critical every game, but specifically during this stretch of where you guys are at, how important is that?
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of fighters on this team. All the guys have been playing during this stretch. Even though we've struggled at times through small stretches the last 4 games, the competitive spirit's been very high. And Dennis is one of those. But I can say that about every player on our team. His team has a high care factor and loves to compete.
We were just having a great conversation, but we'll share that for another time. Rob,
until they can get their army back together.
I want to focus on Dennis Schroeder. I loved what he had to say to Mike there about creating that chemistry with Trez. He feels they're getting better. He said, I need to be better. I'm turning the ball over too much. But that third quarter, Rob, that was his. That block from behind, changing the game, that between the legs pass. He ends up with 17 and 7, but more than that, he's the leader with AD and LeBron
addition,
Bob. Because he has the most talent to get his own shot. A lot of guys like Kuz and THC can get their own shot. This guy uses speed. He uses the pull-up J. He has so many aspects to his game that make him valuable when those two guys out. But when he's talking about those turnovers, most of them was trying to get him to Trez. And I don't mind that because you're trying to feed Trez, who was awesome in the paint tonight. So get it to him as much as you can. But on those passes, you don't have to be fancy. He's trying to go through the legs. Just make it nice and simply drop it off. So feed the beast. The beast is Trez.
I like the fact that he has adapted so quickly to know that this team needs a leader. And I'm not saying he's the leader, but in the absence of LeBron, he's the guy. He's demonstrated that on both ends. Defensively, that block shot, I've never seen him do that. I've seen him dive on the floor for balls and things of that nature. But running down block shots and doing that, he has stood out. And I think, we talked about it, 3 or 4 games ago, how he's the guy. The point guard usually is the guy that kind of controls the team. Man, he's doing a hell of a job.
There's a reason why the three of us were glad Dennis Schroeder was still on this team. Just 27 years old. We understand he's a free agent. He's been very honest. We played that sound in the pregame show. If you haven't heard it yet, he said, for the first time in my career, I get to see what my value is to other teams. I do want to be a Laker. He's a pro. He understands why his name was floated out there in trade rumors. But make no mistake about it. This team needs Dennis Schroeder, and he delivered tonight. They needed Montrezl Harrell, too. That 24 points for the 7th time in 10 games. Trez goes for 20 or more. So good job by the vets. Get 17 on the season. Let's go back to Staples. Trez is speaking with Mike.
Hey, Trez, I wondered what the message was at halftime as you guys are trailing by 7, and then we saw the results in the third quarter when things flipped around pretty quickly.
Talk at halftime was basically, about the miscommunication we had on defense in the end, and guys wasn't in the right rotation spots. So we really just cleaned up a lot of mistakes that we had on the defensive end, and really just, made our rotations earlier. We knew they kept hitting the big on the pocket pass, and, it opened up a lot for them. So we just wanted to make sure that we got there early, make the bid, make a decision, pass out of it, try to do something different than just line up the ball or get fouled.
Two questions for you about Dennis Schroeder. Just wondering first, the chase down block that he had and the steals, and just how much he sparked your guys' defense. And then if you feel like you and he have been developing some in the screen roll game on the other side of the court.
He's a warrior on the defense end of the floor. He started, getting up in guys, picking them up full court, making them uncomfortable, turning guys. He's just been a pest, something that he's built a name for in this league for a long time. And as far as on the offensive end of the floor, I think we're starting to gel. We're starting to, find some plays and, read each other a little bit more. I think a lot of that was about reads and kind of getting the feel of, what each other can kind of do or how, we kind of want the ball or screen set for one another, man. So it's just communication, man. It's going to take a little bit of time. This is our first year playing together, but I think we're going to get it right.
Trez, has there been just tension from losing? Did you guys feel like you just really need to get this win a win under your belts without LeBron or AD?
No, I don't think we felt tension. I think we was more so, disappointed at, the results of a lot of our last games, especially when we put ourselves there in a lot of them and got down big and, fought to come back on it and made them, some close games towards the end. But, we know in ourselves, in our mind, if we would have played like this starting out the game, it might have been a different outcome. So I don't think it's more so, frustration or anything like that, man. I just think it's more so guys are, competitive and we just wanted to come out here and get a win, man. Just get back in the win column in general.
Trez, how much of this is just kind of figuring out who you guys are going to have to be? It feels like that's been sort of a constant question for you guys this year because of injuries and guys going in and out. And, this stretch, at least, it seems like you're going to get a sustained look at the same group of guys.
Honestly, we just got to play next man up, man. We just got to keep looking to come in, take it one game at a time, put together a great offensive plan, great defensive plan to take the other team out of the plays that they do well and, how we want to create our own offense and, take it one step at a time, man. We can't look forward to 2 weeks to when AD or Bron comes back, 3 weeks when they come back, man. Whenever they come back, we can't look forward to that. And like I said, and previous media takes before this, man, we're not just looking to hold on or just try to keep our head above water while we don't have those guys, man. We're trying to compete and still win games. Like I said, we put ourselves in some tough situations and lost a few, but it just feels good to get back in the winning column tonight, man. That's what it is, man. It just feels good to get back in the winning column and hopefully we can take this carrying over to Sunday's game.
Here's an update on Anthony Davis. He was re-examined by team medical staff before the game. You see him right there getting some shots up, little workout. He continues to progress in his recovery and has been cleared to advance his on-court work. That's good news. Davis has missed the last 18 games with a right calf strain, and the Lakers are 8-10 without the 8-time All-Star. A reminder that no timeline has yet to be set.